Well, hello. My name is Gregoire, and welcome to my kitchen. So, today I'm making a very simple recipe, but it's delicious when it's all said and done. Buffalo chicken dip. The ingredients that I'll be preparing it with are fried chicken, mild cheddar, Frank's Red Hot wing sauce, Marie's blue cheese, and Philadelphia cream cheese. Now, there's two things that I want to shout out here before I dive into how I make the buffalo chicken dip. So, one thing is that the chicken. A lot of recipes that you'll see online for buffalo chicken dip suggest that you use rotisserie chicken and shred it. And that's cool and all. That makes a good buffalo chicken dip. But if you want a great buffalo chicken dip, I suggest you substitute fried chicken, because then you get that peanut oil flavor, you get the crispiness of the fried chicken. And I'm sorry, fried chicken has just a different flavor, so it's absolutely succulent. So that's my one suggestion. Like, it really propels your buffalo chicken dip to the next level. Trust me on that. And the cream cheese here, I suggest leaving this out for a half an hour before you prepare the dip, because it allows it to soften. If you just take it out of the fridge before you make it, it's hard and it's challenging to get to adhere with the rest of the dip. So without further ado, let's rock and roll. So you can go into any particular order with the ingredients here. I usually just, psychologically, it's easier for me to just start with the fried chicken. So what I do with this is I really just, let's start with the biggest piece. I mean, look at that. That thing, that is a monster piece of chicken. Like, I'm just salivating looking at that thing. So what I do is I like to have a decent mixture of like literally just breading. You get some of the breading in there, and then you also, oh, you see the juice drip out? Oh my. Look at that juice. Look at that juice. Like, I am drooling. Look at that. That's just succulent. I may even just have to take a bite of that. No, I'll leave that one in. I'll leave that one in. Like you see, I'm dropping some meat. It's the mixture of dark meats and white meat is really what makes this too. Like rotisseries mainly, they get some dark and white with that too. But this, you really get the mixture of the dark and the white meat. Look at the different sides of the chicken. Look at that. So you get as much off of each chicken as you can. If you get from Publix, I'd say that you need 6 pieces of chicken. Publix gives you 8, but you really need meat from 6 pieces when you count like the wings, the breast, the thighs. I'd say you need 6 total pieces of chicken, and that really, ooh, I gotta have this one. Oh, weak in the knees, baby. 6 pieces of chicken will pretty much do the trick. Alright, excuse me. Got a little fried chicken stuck in the throat. The little morsels of fried chicken just have a knack of getting down the throat. It's like eating pretzels, like a clot in the trachea. So one thing, that the next ingredient is going to be cream cheese. The one thing I want to mention before I get into that is with the chicken, that's what 6 pieces of fried chicken looks like. You peel them, eat it a little bit if you want to. Do yourself a favor, get yourself excited for the meal. But you want to remember, if you're using fried chicken, that there's bones on there. Like, get the little mini bones. Make sure they don't get in there, because your guests may be a little pissed off if they get stabbed on the roof of their mouth by a chicken bone. Just saying. So just be cognizant of and make sure of that when you're using that method. But at the end of the day, it's so worth it. So the next order of business, see how soft it is the cream cheese. You take it out of the packet. Come on, man. Come on. This thing always likes to fight with me, you know? Why do they make things like impossible to open? You know what it did that with me the other day? Between choking on fried chicken and trying to open this, cream cheese packet, my life is a living hell right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Are you okay?
Oh. It's the time of season too, like with it being fall time, like it's the time of season where like you cough in class, and I'm just a loud cougher. Like I got that from my dad. I cough loud, and I just can't control it. Alright, this is a mess. How you tore your dress. What a mess, I confess. Alright, there we go, I got it. Look at that. That was a struggle.
Ooh.
And that's one thing I want to emphasize in this series is that, like, I'm not an expert here. That's where I think that the show's going to differentiate itself. Like, I'm not an expert here. I'm a college student. I'm learning how to cook without my mother for the first time. You know, I'm getting used to all this stuff. These are all recipes that she's given me. And, you know, they may look sloppy in here, but I want it to look authentic. I really prioritize that. I'm learning. I didn't know how to open a damn cream cheese package. So, any of you guys who are just starting off getting cooking, you're not alone, and you're going to make great meals in the future, I promise you. So, drop that cream cheese in that bit. Look at that. That it just looks marvelous, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like, I love how things look in the early stages. Like, it looks so, like the primitive stage, like it looks so gross. But when you see it all come together, like, that's what's so satisfying. Alright, so after you use the 1 8-ounce brick of Philadelphia cream cheese, you're going to use the whole 2-cup bag of Sargento cheese, mild cheddar. I mean, you can get Kraft, but as long as, like, I'd say cheddar, triple cheddar. Maybe you can get away with Colby Jack, but cheddar is the best cheese that pairs the best with buffalo chicken dip. So you just pour it on like that, and it's that simple. And next we've got the Marie's chunky blue cheese. Again, you just use the whole jar. That's what's great about this recipe is that, like, this is the best recipe
It's
for
so
people.
easy.
It's so easy, right? Like, just starting off with cooking, like, it's such an easy recipe to master because you don't have to use all these instruments up here to measure everything. Like, it's literally just the whole jar, the whole bag, and it builds your confidence as a cook. And it builds your confidence in yourself after you taste it, because it is just, I can't
So
emphasize that
good.
enough. Oh my, it is just absolutely mouth-watering. So, now you start to see it's really coming together, and we've got one more ingredient before we pop it in the oven. Alright, so that one final ingredient here is the buffalo sauce, Frank's Red Hots. That's what I would suggest. I mean, I believe that this recipe already incorporates some butter into it, so it's kind of like a wing sauce. You just get the straight Red Hot, like it's just cayenne pepper. I mean, you can probably do Tabasco too, depending on what heat level you like. But for somebody like me, I'm more about flavor than I am, you know, intensity of the heat and Scoville units. So this is the hot sauce that I resort to. And I lied. You have to use an instrument once, but I mean, it's the 1 cup. It's literally 1 cup of hot sauce. So I mean, I know we're just getting started off here, but I hope you can put 2 and 2 together when it comes to using 1 cup.
Most people have at least the 1 cup measurement.
I mean, you know, it's like the 2 + 2 = 4 of cooking, you know,
But that's
1 cup.
as complicated as it gets.
That, you know, well, then you get into the teaspoons, the tablespoons, and that's like the, you know, the integrals and the derivatives, like that's
Way
when
too advanced.
that's when my mind gets a little cluttered, if you will.
So now you're done?
All right, so now, well here, so now we got all the ingredients together, right? And please, everybody, please, after you get done using sauces, just do it's such a simple act, but do it every time. My grandfather, the legendary Ron Turcotte, taught me about this. You wipe the rim of the bottle down so that, you know, it doesn't
It'll
cake,
get crusty.
doesn't get crusty and dry up, because I see that in restaurants and that's just gross. You don't want he calls it the barnacles, so you don't want to get the barnacles on the top of the bottle. So now, here is where it gets a little messy. And, you know, I may look like a pretty boy at the exterior, but let me tell you, I'm not afraid to get down and dirty, especially when it comes to food. So you see everything right now. You see these ingredients; they're all sitting as such. You gotta mix them together. So you gotta get them hands in there. Right? Gotta get a little dirty. You can't be afraid of the sauce. Can't be afraid of the cream cheese. Can't be afraid of the chicken. It's not gonna bite. You just gotta get in there and mix it together. Get them hands in there. It's gonna be a little messy. It's not gonna be perfect. And this takes a few minutes. This is perhaps like the most challenging part of this recipe is getting everything together, but I mean, you can do it with, I mean, some people are like, well, maybe you could, use a spoon or something like that. You can, but I don't really think that you get the best, most optimal mixture possible unless you use your hands. Now you see the cream cheese in here, you see how that's spreading? It's important, it is imperative that you get that cream cheese distributed evenly throughout the mixture. Because the first time I ever made this, it was really good and it landed really well with my friends. But me, myself, the perfectionist that I am, I noticed the little cream cheese pockets here and then, every now and again. And, I like cream cheese on bagels, but I don't really like them in any other context, like any other food. Like that's pretty much it. I like steak and I like ice cream. I don't really want them together. So same goes for cream cheese here. It's just like making a pizza. You want everything to spread evenly. You want enough chicken over here. You want some cream cheese over here. You want to get your buffalo sauce mixed as well with the blue cheese as you can. And you can see it really coming together here. And I got that laser focus right now. You can probably, see the intensity in my eyes. I am just really drawn into this buffalo chicken dip. But like, it is really this simple. Like, I've really been doing this for like 10, 15 minutes. And this is a great snack for, any occasion, any party. Great for football Sundays. Just don't be afraid to get your hands a little bit dirty.
So make sure you wash your hands before.
Make sure you wash your hands before. Please make sure you wash your hands before you go to the bathroom. Don't make that mistake. That'll hurt. That'll hurt a little bit. Please make sure you do that. I think that my years in the lawn mowing industry kind of numbed me to this. But having to, pick up those wet grass clumps and, the landscaping too, digging in the dirt. What's a little bit of cream cheese? It's nothing, just, wash it off afterwards. There's nothing a little water can't take care of. All right, pal, what do you think? You thinking this is looking
Yeah, that looks really nice.
pretty solid here?
Yeah.
All right. It's all oopy and goopy. You're like, no,
It's very well mixed together.
But I honestly think I just see one little cream cheese pocket. I think after that, we are solid, golden, and good to go. Let me just do one more pass through with the hand. I'm a perfectionist. Talk about my lawn mowing days. I liked my lines to be straight, so there'd be no grass clumps. Same here. I don't want any clumpage. I want that to look just perfectly and evenly distributed when it comes to the materials on each side. And, pal, I think that we have finally reached that goal. And that right there is what it should look like before it goes in the oven. So you want to heat your oven up to 350. That's the temperature that's perfect for the buffalo chicken dip here. A little perfectionist thing, so the chicken's sticking up, want that to go down. Alright. And then you just casually, nonchalantly put your buffalo chicken dip. What do you say, top rack or bottom rack? What should we go with today?
I'd say bottom rack.
I'm feeling like today's the bottom rack kind of day. It doesn't really matter if you put it on the top or the bottom. I mean, you're going to get equal crispness either way. And the recipe says to leave it in the oven for between 30 and 40 minutes. So I like to even things out. 35 minutes at a temperature of 350 for the buffalo chicken dip will have it in optimal form. I guarantee it. So alas, here is the finished product. It looks sensational today. Now, I want to get the effects of the dip coming out of the oven, but it's imperative that you let this dip sit for about 10 minutes before you eat it, or else it'll burn that first layer right off of your tongue. So it looks amazing. Let's see how it tastes. What's the best spot? Should we get some oil, chicken?
Right in the middle, yeah.
Right there in the middle. A little bit of both. Ooh, look at that layer down there. It came out just the way I wanted it. Oh yeah. The way that chicken marries together with the that cheese and the buffalo sauce and taste some blue cheese, it is phenomenal. So there it is. The simplest party dish you can possibly bring. Buffalo chicken dip takes you about 45 minutes total to put together. I mean, it spends 40 minutes in the oven, so the prep is literally like 15 to 20 minutes max. So if you're ever in a pinch looking for something to make for a party, this is it. I highly suggest it. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel or give a like to the video. I appreciate all of your support. Have a great day.